But I saw at the start of the map was the fact was the blue team was able to defend it pretty well in the open area, but the moment they lost it out there, it became the detriment to their defense. Like the fact that they lost this area meant that they couldn't even do anything anymore. As for now, the blue team gonna be running an Orisa Bastion with Billy and Calamitous at the helm. On the other hand, here on the red squad, we have Raylan on this Mercy. She's gonna go for flank, pocketing up Lone, and she's just flying around to try and keep everyone topped up with her Arbeen and Aceroni. Now 2 kills going the way of the red squad. On the other hand, here for the blue team, we have Mikasa on that Widowmaker, and this will be interesting between Mikasa and Rayla. If the Widowmaker can actually get the snipe there onto that Mercy, as Kaplopki will be running the Mercy role instead, trying to hop on out, just returning in from playing, from not playing Overwatch in a while. Yeah, let's just get back into the game as soon as possible. So for the blue team, they are stuck inside their spawn, trying to move on out with the double barrier, the Orisa and the Reinhardt, but we do have a Mei here from Bean, and the ice wall can be such a party pooper here, just putting up the ice wall in time. Lone now with the Huhog, gonna go for that spawn cap and takes on Calamitous along the way. So for the blue squad, they might want to switch things up, might want to switch some roles, as Aceroti now consumes 2 beautiful Dragon Strike inside the room, and the blue squad still stuck inside their spawn point. I'm just so worried about the stream quality, but we should actually focus on the game. The ultimate sound ready here for the blue squad. We do have the supercharger put up by Billy as well. They are looking for a pick, and they do get rid of Sweet Fry. So now we do have the configuration tank. Calamitous gonna come on out, getting a cannon shot onto Aceroni, looking for a few more picks. Bean though, putting up the ice block, and this is gonna be a quick freeze here from the Mei. Gets the frost onto that robot, gets a takedown. Regrets on the other hand, killing off Akashi. This is the blue squad though, trying to go for the push. Aceroni now getting rid of the overextending Reinhardt there with the Sonic Arrow. As for the blue squad, they're still trying to run this Mercy Brigade composition. Kaploki just right behind everyone else, keeping Calamitous topped up. Mikasa really low, looking for a health pack instead. But interesting enough that she's not going for the spawn point. Finally does so, but Aceroni with the lunge and gets the storm arrows along the way. Kaploki now trying to hop on out. Rayla with the power play onto Aceroni right now. Calamitous still letting it rip with the Bastion. Lone though, more bullets come his way, gets a whole hog on out. Billy does get the trade back, and here comes the blue team and their protected president just pushing on in by the payload. So anyway, the blue squad now close to the first checkpoint. On the other hand, the red team ready with 2 ultimates. It might be dangerous here for the red squad because it is gonna be a Brigitte and a Reinhardt into play. For now though, we do have a hook there. Lone getting Calamitous again. Dinks though, getting rid of Rayla. Here goes Valkyrie right now. Regrets frozen up. Halt connecting onto 3. Billy and Dinks now taking a right hand flank, but the blue team is struggling to actually get the momentum in their way. Kaploki with a very heroic res gets Regretsu back into the fight, and now Regretsu swinging away, trying to get the Earth Shatter in time, but he hits the concrete there and has to back on out slowly. So rally right now from Dinks. Calamitous pushing in with the configuration tank as well, but he's all alone, and he's gonna get taken down by the arrow barrage. Aceroni in the backline. Here comes the collision as well from Bean, and it might have been a very interesting play there from Bean unless the blue squad can counter this out. No, the red team now getting 2 kills. Regretsu with a takedown onto Bean again. Full hog though popped on out. Lone pushing everyone away, and this Roadhog just able to capitalize on all the space alongside the map. Shatter now comes on out. Regrets putting Aceroni to the floor, but the blue squad still struggling at this. And you'd expect a little better performance here from the blue team. Dinks now switching over to the Tracer. Can they actually make it in time? Recall is forced on out. No one close to the end. Billy gonna fall as well. And that's gonna be the first game the red team takes it. And this is why. And I guess welcome guys to the scrims. I'm just so lost. Black Ops na this.
Play of the game.
Washed up blue team. Puro Black Ops kasi. I need to change a few settings though, so I'll be right back guys. Trying to make these scrims happen, I was about to just cancel them, but people coming in eventually did change my mind. So let's go into the action. Back to Overwatch, back to the game. Black Ops player, blue team, red team are the Overwatch diehards. I don't even know why the names do stay, but anyway, let's see what the blue team can do with a dive composition on the defense. Fonchik right now under a lot of pressure, has to hop on out. Sweet Pride though will fall to the hand of the Pharah, and the blue team are gonna push on into Flight of Dustwood, and they're using the ride there to actually stay on alive, using it as cover. The Griffin just being protective of the red squad. Now the red team gonna push on in with the Kashi swinging away. They spot out Fonchik, who leaps on out, and in the meantime, Lone now into the middle line, gets a takedown on the Fonchik. The Roadhog staying on to the point, gets a hook on the Troy Henry as well. There's the DMAC right now, and Akashi just staying on to the right hand side. Columbus though drops the reflect. Timura with the rocket barrage as well. Good peel from the red team. Bean flying on in with that Diva, and the red team right now has to contend with Calamitous and his blade. He's just swinging away, trying to get some kills, gets his deflect on out as well. Coalesce is now here from the side of the blue team, and Vigilance just pushing in with the beam. This is exactly what the blue team needs to do, to burst down the barriers, to just burst through the Brigitte and the Reinhardt, and a good composition here from the blue squad will allow them to win out at the start. But the fight is not over. They still need to be careful with running this dive, because they do have to contend with the Brigitte of Sweet Fry's caliber. Timura on the other hand up on top, just having free reign in the skyline, having the time of his life as per usual. A ride all you can experience here for Timura. The red team right now with Aceroni ready with the Soundbuyer. The red team can go for the push with the Lucio Moira. It's gonna be an interesting 3-3 comp here from the red squad. They are just trying to body their way to the point. Columbus now ready to blade again, whips it out, and here comes another clash induced with the dragon. Self-destruct though comes on out, will lead to kill. No, it won't. The red team though by the gateway is gonna try to push again, chasing after Vigilance. The Moira now gets hooked up, and that is a poor Moira caught out in the crossfire. Casa running out of Valkyrie as well, still staying on with Timura. Here comes Rocket Barrage again. Can Timura stay alive? Yes, he can! Timura right now up in the skyline, being chased around though by the beam and the beam. And Rayla with some good focus fire there, helping out the Kashi to get rid of Troy Henry along the way. But the fight isn't over yet. The blue squad now conceding 2 ticks of the point. Can anyone else from the blue team go for the contest? Can Fonchik make it in time? No, he can't. The Winston just not in the proper position to jump on out. Troy Henry ready with the self-destruct, however. So how's the stream now, guys? Hopefully it's a-okay. It should just have a very few minor hiccups here or there, but overall I think it will be fine. Because now I don't really have time to cycle the internet again, because we already started. As a blue team right now just gonna defend by the siege tank, taking the corner in their possession. Aceroni though out in front, not the best place for the Lucio, can get picked off at any time, but they have gotten rid of the Hanzo, so Calandus needs to get back into position once again. Tomorrow though into the backline, Rocket Barrage is available, and what you notice from the blue team is that they have their ultimates so quickly due to the fact the red team is running a 3-3 and with a Roadhog to boot. So lots of ultimate charging potential here for the blue squad, but there is now to shatter. Akashi trying to push, Coalescence is spotted, Vigilance brought along for the ride, Self-Destruct no comes on out, Rocket Barrage is there as well, and the blue team now just making it explode here, just popping all the fireworks around Blizzard World. Here comes the Crown Rage from Fonchik, and he's just swinging away for the fences. Self-destruct this time from Bean, doesn't get too much. There is a Coalescence from Rayla as well, gets rid of Mikasa first, and that is gonna be an interesting conundrum. Rayla getting rid of Calamitous as well, just getting rid of all the past mistakes there. The red team right now gonna go for the push again. Troy Henry D-mech onto the sideline. Fonchik getting rid of the Moira, however, just putting some pressure in the pylon terrace. Good leap as well, and just smushes the Moira onto the pavement. Red squad though still in this fight. Sub kick, sub ING, sub rebirth. We do have Lone having to back on that, however, as Calamitous has decided enough is enough, gonna go on to the Doomfist instead. The red team still has the Brigitte, however, so he has to stay away from Sweet Fry as much as possible. On the other hand, here for the red squad, Lone close to the whole hog, but he's far off into the distance in this fight. The red team having conceded the top part of Pylon Terrace due to the fact they don't really have too much mobility in their arsenal. Besides the Lucio, who can go in a straight line, they can't get the Reinhardt up on top unless they decide to focus that way. Right now into the backline, gets rid of Vigilance. Here comes the payload push, and this might be The second checkpoint taken here by the red team. Mikasa forced to go for the contest. Fonchik close to the prime age, just needs 24%. But can he stay alive long enough to do so? Pops a bubble. He's gonna get popped instead. Tomorrow again with the rocket barrage, but this time it's gonna get swatted out into the distance as being getting rid of Mikasa as well. So the red team, after a lot of struggle, able to get that second checkpoint. This game looking a lot closer than the first one, but 3-3 comp here from the red team, just proving to be superior so far. Hello, hello. Sup, Gwen? Just started. We just started, honestly. Rally right now is available here for the red team. On the other hand, the blue team ready with 3 ultimates. Troy Henry able to get the angle here to launch out the Celtic Shock at a good position. But they will need to contend with the barriers from both Akashi and Sweet Fry. Tomorrow now dropping on down with that Reaper. And a good sound barrier here from Astro, need to keep everyone topped up. The red team will want to go for the push alongside the way. Calandus getting away. And here comes the big boom. Doesn't get enough, however. It is just going to be for show. As Sweet Fry now just popping the rally. Shining beacon here for the red squad. Push on in again. Being with the Celtic Shock onto the Moira. And Calandus forced to soar into the skyline and will land in the middle of Sweet Fry. Smushes the Brigitte. Going down for the Reinhardt. Out meleeing the Hammer brother. And Akashi now forced to back on out as alone here. Just getting the kills left, right, and center. Troy Henry and Vigilance both do fall. They're chasing after Funcher right now. But the Winston caught on out inside a cage area. And the poor Winston just taken before his time. With 42 remaining and the red team close to the end. Can they actually make it to the third checkpoint without any more contests here from the blue squad? Calamitous though making a big mistake, falling down into the abyss of Cathedral. Fudgik switching over to the Wrecking Ball, and he's just trying to roll on out. Here comes the Coalescence right now. Vigilance just go for the push again. Fudgik kept topped up by both supports, but no one on the point right now. The red team will be able to get this.
Score 0-3. Switching sides.
3-3 cancel. You can always play it. Adriax. Just like real compe. You can always, if you see the 3-3, you can always just play it too. But for the blue team, I think they do want to prove that they can handle the 3-3 coming their way. And these picks look a lot better than the ones they initially started with. Going over to the Ana. Going over to the Ana means that the anti-heal is going to be in full effect. They do have the Fire Mercy, of course, as well. Just a very, very standard pick for Timora and Mikasa. Dead DPS role. Damage most heroes, but most dead role. Sadriax. Ashe only.
Attackers incoming in 30
I would be interested to see how Ashe will try to fit in or against a 3-3. Or like a 2-1-3 kind of setup. Will they actually... Will they actually decide to go for a 2-1-3 with Ashe? You know, you get me? Because Ashe has a lot of versatility in the hit scan role. Both medium and long range. As much as possible with the rifle.
3, 2,
Not waste this opportunity.
I guess it depends though. Because running an Ashe, you can have a 7th hero in your game. Just having Bob gonna be another hefty body along the way. Tomorrow though being sniped up already by Astroni, being on that Sombra as well. I'm putting on some pressure. Gonna back on that, however, needs to get her new single out and about. Almost gets hacked there onto Calamitous, but Calamitous with the fast hands gets reaction play onto Bean. Now spotted out by Rilla, and Calamitous stuck behind the boot. Will get taken out though by Lon, and this is really the red team now pushing on in from the left hand side. The blue squad taking the skylines too with their authority. Timora now putting Rayla on notice. The Moira having to hop on out, but Timora struggling to get the kill. Rayla just with the AD strafing action, able to avoid all those rockets going her way. Now Timora dropping on down. This is gonna be the blue team just keeping up the pressure. Calandus getting some punches, going for alone right now. The Roadhog just popping to take a breather as well, and this is gonna be the red team losing the point 1 by 1. 2 ticks already taken by the blue squad, and they take it by storm. A very, very quick push. Within the minute, they get the capture. And this just goes to show us the strength of the Fire Mercy alongside Doomfist. There's so much chaos along your lines. The Fire Mercy, you have to look up, but then you look at the Doomfist who's coming at you Just you have to stay away from walls. So where are you gonna go? Because when against the Doofus, you want to be outside, you want to have the open space. But when against a Pharah, you want to have some cover to just hide away from the rockets.
I need healing.
It's gonna be an interesting conundrum here for the red team, as the blue team will be able to go for the push. I thought there's Ashe na. That's PTR pa lang. Wala pa sa live, I think. Oh, parang the next patch will probably have it. Mordo will fall. Lone hopping on top of the siege tank. And here comes Lone just taking the fight to the payload. Troy Henry under a lot of pressure. Funchik missing the charge as well. The scrap gun doing some damage. Good anti-heal, however, onto the Road Dog. Lone having to hop on out. But the blue team not capitalizing on that pick. And Vigilance might get caught for a ride. Gets hooked up. Gets taken down there by that Road Dog. And exactly what he needs to do. When you get the anti-heal on the Road Dog, you have to focus him down. Good shatter though from Funchik. Bringing Kashi along for the ride as well. But an boosted Reinhardt can stay alive a lot stronger than you can. Tomorrow now, Rocket Rogers Pop Sweet Fry has fallen. Lone now gets focused down. And the Earth Shatter barely missing the Pharah there. Akashi trying to make a play, but gets blown up to smithereens. So this is going to be the blue team now pushing on in through to the pylon series, trying to take control of the high ground as well. Being on the other hand on that map, really very good against the Doofus and the Pharah, but will need some assistance from his team. For the red squad, they do have a lot on their time back, but the blue team is showing just another quick push that they do have in their arsenal. Funchik going for the charge, gets rid of Sweet Fry. The blue team going to the second checkpoint, and will be able to take it. This might be a retreat now from the red squad. They have to back on up inside to the cathedral. Just has to contend with all of the shenanigans from the Pharah and the Doomfist. But Bean though just putting the pistol whip onto Calamitous, and Tomorrow might want to actually switch on out now because the Pharah will struggle to get the maximum amount of verticality inside of the third point. But still, Tomorrow can make this work, and she's close to the rocket barrage. So Tomorrow now just tossing out a few rockets here and there, putting on the spam, putting on the can in the spam. On the other hand, here for the red team, they used up Coalescence to no real avail. Asroni now switching over to the Soldier 76 to try and give a blend of some healing and some damage, but this might be a struggle here for the red team. They only have the Moira and the Brigitte. Bean right now having to contend with the Doofus. Tomorrow with the group as well, and pops up the Rocket Barrage, gets 3, gets 4 along the way. This is the standard we know from Tomorrow. Know and love, gets a 5th. Just the scoreboard filled up there by the Pharah. Exactly what you should expect from Tomorrow. Always consistently strong on that Pharah. Not too much on many other heroes, but just Pharah completely exceptional. Good graviton surge there from Troy Henry as well. And the blue team gets an even faster time. Tomorrow right now spreading his wings and just flying off into the distance.
3-3. Switching sides.
A minute 21 versus 4:01. Am I already sleepy? God damn, how many people do we have a lobby as well? Ooh, a bunch of people. Cool. I should be down here though. So yeah, I'm glad the people did show up. I don't know how long we can go, but we'll see. We'll see how much we can actually get done today. I'm pretty excited. See what's in store for us. I just hope that the internet can handle it. I don't know what's up with it right now. I don't know why it's pretty slow, but it is what it is. And let's just keep the fast-paced action to a maximum in this day and age of scripts. Why am I sleepy already though? We just started, I'm already sleepy. Wait, what the fuck, Daks? Like, what the actual fuck, Daks? Okay. Can you get some ice for the hand?
Get behind.
Yeah, I'm sleeping na kagad.
5, 4,
Thank you.
3, 2,
Kahit saan.
1.
Alright, let's get into this.
Incoming.
So another game,
Objective A.
another siege. The blue team right now can be running a pretty much a similar composition, but not having the Winston Diva anymore. They do have the Reinhardt Zarya, which was pretty effective a while ago. The red team this time though gonna switch on over to a 2-2-2. But interesting enough, they still will keep on with the Brigitte. And the Brigitte not really a hero you'd expect as a proper support. Bean though getting rid of Calamitous, and the Reaper just so close. Just so strong in close quarters. Bean now gonna go for a Shadow Step up on top. Here comes Tomorrow though onto the left hand side and putting on the pressure on the red team. Can Tomorrow get some picks along the way? They smooth spot out Bean, just going for the great form. Aceroni now focusing on to the Pharah and the Mercy. Mikasa though staying alive thanks to the movements there of Timora. Good movements on her own as well. Funtrick though taking a dip, and it's gonna be very hard for the blue team right now to actually contest the first point. Mikasa gonna swoop on out instead to try and retreat. Doesn't want to get picked off along the way. Calamus though switching over to the Widowmaker, and he's looking for a target or two. You know who also is on the hunt. It's gonna be Lone looking for the hook, but the Sling Start doesn't connect. And the heal does though, and this is gonna be a bad time here for the Roadhog. Will get taken out. Rayla with the very, very courageous coalescence to say the least, but it's just way too far off to get to Lone. Rayla now gonna switch on over to another hero. Might go for the Ana, might go for the Mercy. We'll see what she's gonna decide on. There you go, the Mercy now out and about. Mikasa still staying on her Mercy as well. And this will be an interesting battle between Rayla and Mikasa again. Timora now staying onto the left hand side. Funtrick and Troy Henry out in front. Overtime though still ticking for the red squad. Here comes Free Fry though with the flank, going for Vigilance. Gets rid of the Nano Boostier first and foremost. Funtrick will fall as well to the Reaper and the Roadhog. And this is gonna be the red team now pushing on in with the probes. There you go, Death Blossom into the middle line. Beam doesn't get much out of the ultimate however, but does get a good amount of damage. Now, interesting enough, something shattering up on top. I don't know what that was. Probably those were the probes. So poor Protoss economy just gonna lose out along the way. But still, here's the pressure from Lone. Timora and Mikasa now separated. Timora just hiding. Doesn't want to get snowballed along the way. Waiting for an opportunity to get the Rob Barrage on in. Vigilance with a beautiful pick off there on the Sweet Fry. As Roni focused down. Timora now getting another kill. And here comes the barrage. The Farm just making it rain here in the lands of Lizard World. Drink coffee, I know, right? Dude, I'm just gonna drink root beer.
3 to 4. Switching sides.
After my emergency, I just went back to sleep and I woke up like, I don't know, like 6? Around 6. It's freaking ridiculous how tired I am today. Or nowadays. Timmy, stop bully. Oh. Timora. The ultimate. Pharah main, by the way. Pharah main, by the way. How many people we have in the lobby again? Yeah, we have a bunch. I have 9 people right now. So you guys do want to head on in, feel free to do so. This is gonna be our first ever Sunday late night scrim. We're supposed to do this by Saturday, but again, just had to get delayed. There you guys, called Small Bean. Now I see Bean. It's been a long time without you, my friend. Get beamed, nerd. I don't know what that means. But yeah, this game is actually taking a while. Hey, see Patty. Patty! Hi. It's Patty cake. Di ako nakabili ng piece na brand sa Lazada. What? What? By brand sa Lazada 1111. I was actually thinking about picking up something from Lazada, but no, they upscale the prices before they downscale it, you guys. So it's not really worth buying some of the things. But anyway, it's gonna be the blue team now on the attack. 3:35 on the clock, and they're gonna be running a Widowmaker. But Kalama's all the way in the front line and will get torn apart by the Symmetra turrets. The red squad still staying on the high ground, but Timora needs no high ground. She is the high ground, but she will fall to the CCT Cavernas. Akashi dropping on down, trying to go for a siege now, hopping back up on top to protect his soldier 76. But there you go, Funtrick with the ride, brings Aceroni along for it, and this is gonna be the blue team now all over the point. Sweet Fry as well as the Reinhardt of Akashi working together to bring down Funtrick, but Timora able to isolate Akashi, gets that kill again. The blue team right now, 3 minutes on the clock, but has already gotten the first stick. And that was just a beautiful siege there from Funtrick out of nowhere. Gets a charge onto Aceroni. The Soldier 76 not expecting it. Lone Dove gonna be a feast here for the blue squad. And some easy ult charge going along their way. The red team right now is still just going with the gamble play, still trying to play this Symmetra. Calamus though has had enough of the turrets. Gonna be playing that Widowmaker and getting the shot on out onto the Indian. So for the blue squad, they are gonna rotate to the left-hand side. They are looking for a snipe, but no one will be able to get the snipe on to Calamitous. Instead, gets the hook, latches on, and gets rid of the spider along the way. Now Timora and Mikasa going through the mineral line. Gonna be very, very dangerous though if they get spotted out along the way by the defense. There you go, Bean already noticing that and tossing some orbs along the way. Rayla with the Biojoys, and as well as Rodido, Tactical Visor is out and about, and he's up in the high ground, just having the clear sidelines onto his opponents. 3 have fallen here for the side of the red team. Make that effort as Roni and that Soldier 76. Perfect perch play on that siege tank. And really, he might be getting a call from the UNSC Marines anytime soon, because he just played that absolutely stellarly. So for the blue squad, the fight is not over yet. They're about to have 5 ultimates. And Calamity switching over to the Tracer as well. In the meantime, Bean can put a dampen in everyone's day with that photon barrier. It's going to be interesting though how the Symmetra is going to play this along the way. Fry ready with the rally as well. Lone already getting the Hulag and popping it immediately. He's gonna taken out by Timora due to the fact that he can't heal up while channeling his ultimate. Now Timora under a lot of pressure from Asteroni. The Soldier 76 just keeping the tracking on Bean. Perfect Symmetra turret placement. Gets rid of Timora, just keeping the exit ways there under cover there by the Symmetra. Then Mikasa popped the Valkyrie a while ago and allowing the blue team to go for the push. Calamitous into the backline, tossing out the pulse bomb, but won't get much, and Lone with a beautiful right click along the way. Now we do see the photon barrier, but I think it's a little too late here for Bean. Sweet Fire now staying on to the payload, but this is really the Red Squad losing members one by one. Lone now trying to keep the contest alive, doesn't have to deal with the anti-heal as of yet, but just charging it up and tosses it onto the feet of the Roadhog. That's gonna be a takedown. There you go, Graviton and an Earth Shatter as well. Can the red team step on in time? No, they can't. Akashi just a little too late, and the blue squad able to take it in a close matchup.
Play of the game.
Justice reigns from
Rocket
above.
Barrage there. Again, Timora. Just this Timora right now. Showing his stuff. Mikasa as well. Stay tuned for MK tryouts. Baka rin post. Oh no, the music is still playing. But anyway, yeah, here for the defense now, the blue squad gonna be running a siege composition with the Reinhardt and the Zarya out in front. Billy already playing his Tracer and getting rid of Calam to start things off. MMK represents, says Billy. And this is gonna be the red team now, gonna go for the push again. There's the charge as well. Regetsudo will fall along the way. Now Billy popping off, popping heads, getting 2 kills along the way. Yumi though showing her stuff with that Zarya as well. So for the blue squad, they are on to the left hand side. A few right clicks from there. Boss back on the other hand with the push, and Folkrai with the dive into the back line. So for the red team, they are staying strong on the point, but the blue squad now just keeping the defense alive, just congregating by the limousine. What the red team is doing, however, is they're just going for some pokes with Billy and Folkrai leading the charge. And look at this, Billy already getting to Folkrai with some shurikens as well. Not one to be outclassed. Pulse bomb is available, but doesn't need it to get the kill there onto Troy Henry. Now tossing it onto Tomorrow's feet. The Ana able to hop away in time. The red team now getting 2 ticks along the way. And this is gonna be a minute siege here for the red squad. They are able to finish off that first checkpoint.
Stop the payload.
This might be a little bit of a struggle here for the red team right now, as Regretsu gonna go for that charge, just bumping into Funchick. Folkrai now with a pick off onto Troy Henry. There's the shatter, and there's the counter shatter from the red squad. This is gonna be a Dragon Data from Folkrai, and he's just swinging away, trying to get some kills. Gets Timora and Yumi along the way. Goes for Calamitous next. And in the meantime, this is gonna be the red team having an uncontested push into the streets of the Cowboy area. Just keeping an eye out onto Whiskey Jack Saloon. The red team already hopping onto the roof. Boss Mac up on top, trying to charge up the Graviton Surge as fast as possible. On the other hand, here we go, Coalescence ready for Vigilance. He is just gonna try to get some shots out before popping the beam of light. Billy though being absorbed, and this is gonna be Billy forced to go for the recall. He stays on the platform, however. Now he has no recall, just going for some pokes instead. I didn't expect him to actually stay on the platform. I would have expected him to actually drop on down. As the Gravity Surge now comes on out, Regretsu with the charge as well. Nano boosted up. Here's the Nano Blade though from Calamitous, and he's gonna try to turn things around. Dinks gets his stuff reflected, and he's gonna get felled by the Dragon Blade along the way. On the other hand, Billy just chasing after the Genji, and that's gonna be Calamitous getting felled there by Boss Mac along the way. The red team now close to the end of the second checkpoint, and will get it without any more pressure from the blue team. So 5 minutes and 15 seconds remaining here for the red squad, and they are on the roll. Troy Henry on that McCree, and it's going to be interesting though if Troy Henry can deal with Billy in his face so much. Post Mom now available here. Billy tried to go for the push, gets a stick onto Yumi, and that's going to be a takedown from the red Tracer. Calamitous onto the right hand side, just going to get dashed on by Fulcry, and another good focus fire from Billy and Fulcry, just working on all cylinders, working together with all the pressure in the world. One clip almost connects, but Troy Henry with the fast hands, flashbang into the headshot to get rid of the hopes and dreams of that Tracer. So for now, the blue squad gonna meet the red team in pitch combat. We will see if they can actually make it to the end. Regretsu with the charge to the right hand side, and look at that, Calamitous with the double switch strike in, just come out, get some kills along the way. Bossmack blowing himself up along the way, and this is gonna be the red team right now, forced to back out due to the pressure. Troy Henry though with another snipe, this time on to Billy. The McCree just putting on a show here by the alien area. Hello, Digi. Sleeping now, dreaming of a better sword line, and he's gonna get focused down. Is he gonna get taken out? Here goes Bio Grenade, but this time it misses from the side of things. The red team though gonna come from the right hand side. Deadeye is available. Troy Henry now gonna lock it up. Will it be enough? Calamitous though will fall to the hand of Billy will fall to the hand of Calamitous. Red team now with 2 kills. Calamitous just popping off again, finally showing a good show of force here for the blue team, but still the red team having a superior time back advantage. Dragon Blade available, but here for the red squad, they've decided enough is enough. Fulcry gonna whip it out. Beautiful deflect onto the Ana as well. Timura though getting the bubble in time, and that's just Yumi being so motherly in that fight, just keeping everyone alive except herself. Here comes the coalescence though from the blue squad. Fonchik gonna get grabbed in by Bossmack, and the red team now getting 3 more kills along the way. The payload reaching to the end. That was very close in that last part, but the blue team just faltering so much in the first and second parts.
Score 0-3. Switching sides.
What? Digi, what's up? The problem there for the blue team was they never actually got to regroup as one after the first checkpoint, and that is always a sorry for so many teams in Overwatch. Just that snowball push, just going for the from the attacking side, just keeping the momentum in their favor. The blue squad not able to regroup as one, and not able to actually get a proper fight on out. They did show some signs of life there by the jail area, but still very scattered, and their ultimate's not as potent as it could be. Calamitous getting the blade on out, but the red team already had the proper position with Dinks all the way in the back. So if he went for Dinks, it would have been a complete struggle to get back into the fight, and that's what happened. Calamitous having to go leaps and bounds just to get rid of the Ana along the way. So Dinks there able to die with a smile on his face. The blue squad right now though, 15 seconds on the clock, gonna decide to run a Pharah this time as well as a Brigitte, interesting enough. They do have a Widowmaker, so it's gonna be a 3 DPS comp. It's like a 4, it's like a pseudo 4 DPS comp. Very dangerous to actually run. On the other hand, here for the red squad, sticking with what has worked. Regretsu tossing out that fire strike along the way, and Cake on the Lucio to keep everyone in a good spot. So for the red team now, their defense is going to be concentrated by the Halloween arc, by the Goldshire Studios gate as well. So for the red team right now, they are just going to stay on by the cars, but Timura already playing very aggressively. Calamitous really low, has to back on out, being pocketed up by Vigilance, and this will put Timura in a car situation due to the fact that he's not the one getting healed up along the way. A fire strike now tossed on out, and Punchik gonna go for the push again. In the meantime, Fulcry just doing some gymnastics, showing everyone he's ready to go for the Olympics. An anti-heal though, tossed out by Dinks, gets 2, and this is gonna be the red team right now, gonna go for the push again. Billy now with a takedown onto Timura, 100 NG here for Bossmack, and just keeping the pressure on by the archway. The blue team though, charging up their ultimates, and Punchik and Vigilance are ready with theirs. So the blue squad having the ultimate economy swing in their favor, getting it fast enough, and staying alive long enough in terms of the in the case of the Reinhardt rather. So the blue team, this is gonna be their one and only chance now to fight against the red team without any ultimates in the near future. Regrets though, beautiful fire strike onto Troy Henry. Funtrick not in the position now to go for the push. Fire Strike now tossed out by Regretsu. And now 3 ultimates ready here for the red team. Pulse bomb available. Billy trying to go into the back line. Daks also going for some snipes. Needs to pocket up Billy along the way, however, as Bossmac and Regretsu staying on with the push. Regretsu now having an opportunity to go for the shatter. And Yumi just displacing herself long enough, but Regretsu deciding not to capitalize on it. Now 2 kills going the way of the red squad, and they're gonna go for the nano boosted Reinhardt push. Regretsu just going ham, pushing forward with that nano boost and getting 3 kills along the way. Troy Henry trying to hide behind the SUV and will get felled by the pressure from the Tracer. Look at this, Calanthus just going for a backflip into the middle like a dog, but he's gonna get fold. He's gonna get fold so quickly along the way. So far, so good here for the blue team. They have been able to keep on, for the red team rather, they have been able to keep on the pressure. They have been able to keep on the effectivity of the Tracer. They're just not hanging back. They're actually gonna go for the push with that Tracer, exactly what they should do with the Genji pairing alongside it. Now Bossmac gonna go for the grab and does get a number on the blue team. There you go with the Dragon Blade. The full cry will get shut down by Troy Henry, but still the red team getting the advantage. 2-for-1 trade so far. Billy now trying to go into the backline as well, trying to cancel out the resurrect there, but we'll get rid of Vigilance along the way. Now the pulse bomb still being held. Fire Strike tossed on out. Funtrick ready with that shatter, just swinging on by. Here comes Bossmac, 3 kills to his name, and that could be the red team with another successful defense here. The blue team just struggling to even make a dent in this defense. So for the 2 ultimates here for the red squad, the Shatter and the Sound Barrier are ready to bring in the beatdown. On the other hand, here for the blue team, Timora up on top, just flying around, Rock Barrage available, Vigilance ready with the Valkyrie as well, and these are gonna be 5 ults here for the blue team. Make this a 6, but there you go, Shatter comes on out. Here comes the Dragon Blade though from Calamity. Cake will respond in time, getting the Sound Barrier on up, but still the damage has been done by the blue squad. Calamity and Timora working together to get 3 kills. Timora though being felled. It's gonna be a 3-on-3 fight alongside the way. The blue team though trying to get that first take. We do see Full Cry staying on with the pressure, with the point, but Calamitous already dashing down to Bossmac, staying on to the point now with the bubble. Will decide to back on out instead. And this might be the opportunity now for the blue team to get past this first checkpoint and move on into the Westworld area. Bossmac though looking for the contest will get felled by Timora. Regretsu shining thanks to Daks, and he's gonna go for some swings. Can he actually get some kills in time? Gets stunned up by Yumi, and the Brigitte just keeping on with the pressure. Here comes Full Cry and Billy right now tossing their lives into the meat grinder. Can they stay alive? Pulse bomb out, completely heroic, but gets absolutely nothing along the way. And there you go, the red team forced to concede that point. The blue team getting 220 on the timeout. What the blue team did was just toss everything at the red team. Toss everything but the kitchen sink, and it just works out for them. Just having all 6 ultimates and just being very potent with the Dragon Blade and the Rock Barrage. It could have been a little better though for the blue squad. They didn't need to lose half their team along the way, but it was enough to actually win it out, and they have charged down another Deadeye as well as a Dragon Blade. So we will see how Calamitous is going to play this. Will he just go for the Blade as soon as possible, going for the duel against Full Cry, and it is going to be now the 2 Genjis up into the skyline. Full Cry though ignoring Calamitous now, goes for Vigilance first, doesn't have a Switch Strike anymore, and just swinging away at Timora. Deadeye though comes on out from Troy Henry, and the blue team now just using the rooftops to hop on out, and there you go, Flashbang gets eaten up by the Diva. Bossmac switching over along the way. The blue squad though keeping the pressure on with Timora and that Pharah. Now we do see Calamitous into the backline again. The Dragon Blade is available. He's gonna whip it out. Gonna go for Cake first. The Lucio just dancing around like a sideshow and will fall just like the joke that is. But Full Cry now just hopping on up again. Calamitous and Full Cry just having another engagement with these 2 Genjis. Regretsu though ready with the shatter, and he's gonna swing away. Troy Henry good snipe onto Billy, and now the only one contesting here for the red squad will be that Reinhardt, not protecting anyone. This might be the blue team just gonna go for the forward push. Yumi now taking the vanguard. Calamitous into the backline as well. Timora putting the pressure onto the open door, and now we do see the shatters though from the red team. Now the boost onto Regretsu. Rocket Barrage comes on out from Timora as well. That does get one. 2-for-1 trade so far for the blue team. Funtrick really low, but will get topped up by Vigilance along the way. The Valkyrie play here from Vigilance, keeping everyone alive, getting the rest on out as well. And this Mercy just showing everyone how it's done, how to play solo heals along the way. Bossmac forced to back on out with a Diva, but might get D-necked in the process. For Bossmac now will get spotted out, but gets away with a sliver of HP, 3 HP, and that is the most ridiculous amount of luck Bossmack has had all game. Just keeping the neck alive with 3 HP was close. It was very vital due to the fact that you are gonna need that self-destruct into the next fight. Full right though now getting staggered. Billy hiding by the haystack, getting chased after though by Calamitous, and this is gonna be the Genji getting triple shurikens along the way. Now the blue team keeping the pressure on. The red squad gonna engage 3v6, and that is not gonna be the numbers game that you want to play as. So for the red squad, what they should do, they should just back on out, get a good angle with that self-destruct. Bossmack though having to deal with both Calamitous and the Pharah. Timora now getting rid of Billy, and here comes the Dragon Blade from Calamitous. Timora just showing everyone how it's done. Deadeye locked on as well. Self-destruct now coming out. Is it gonna be big? Yes, it is. It gets 2 kills. Vigilance and Fontrick falling along the way, but no one on the payload now for the red team besides Cake, and Cake will fall to that raw barrage. Just a little too late there from the red team, but they were able to keep the blue squad under the minute.
Score 3-3.
What exactly happened there? Oh, apparently my replay buffer isn't working. But yeah, just I saw the Reinhardt fly off into the distance, and the only one left there was Cake. I don't know. I saw Reinhardt fly off into the distance, and I was just like, what hell happened there? But it was a huge self-destruct there from Bossmack, just showing everyone how to be sneaky with the Diva Bomb. Perfect positioning along the way. But anyway, it is what it is. The blue squad right now does have a minute to go for the push. The red team with 328, and that was just a lucky break there from the blue squad. The red team just falling apart by that third point. Bossmack trying to play hero with the self-destruct and was almost able to do so, but the red squad not able to keep the people onto the point alive. That's a cute spray there, Fontrick. Anyway, it is what it is. 5 seconds remaining, and the blue team gonna come on out with a similar composition. They made it work before. They're gonna try to make it work again, but I still feel like that their composition needs a little more healing or a little more tanking. Just try to figure out what they want to do along the way. Maybe switch on over to the Ana instead of the Brigitte might be a lot better for them. On the other hand, the red team gonna run that double main tank with Regretsu and Bossmack on the Reinhardt Winston. And this composition is actually very good against Brigitte comps without strong healing along the way. So for the red squad, they can just body the Brigitte, go for the hammer and the Tesla cannon, and there you go. The results have shown this push to work on out. Oh, there you go. Fontrick taking the fight to the tank line. Bossmack and Regretsu having to back on out. This is gonna be the blue squad now getting some picks along the way. Calamitous into the back, just getting rid of 2. Vital now switching over to the Widowmaker, looking for a sniper 2, but that disconnect there from Full Cry gonna be the nail in the coffin for the red team's first point defense. Not the best way to go for Full Cry. Unfortunate for him now, as the blue squad is gonna get that overtime push. Overtime gonna start ticking down, so at any point that they do step off the payload, they are gonna lose out in this round. The red team though gonna push on with a interesting Lucian Moira composition between Cake and Daks. Regretsu though keeping the main tank line strong. We do see Vital going for some snipes again. Billy up on top, going for some shots onto Timora. This is gonna be the Farmers. He's staying on with the push. Overtime still ticking as the blue squad now taking the high ground. 3-3, half positioning here from the blue squad. Shatter now comes on out. Regrets trying to go for the push. Yumi to the floor, and that's gonna get the fire strike connecting. 2 kills now going the way of the red team. Calamitous with the Dragon Blade as well, looking for a shot or 2, but Billy and Bossmack working together to get those takedowns. The only one left on the point can be Vigilance, keeping an eye on to that resurrect, but will fall along the way.
Score 4-3. Switching sides.
For the red squad, they do just need to get past the gate and move on into the streets of the Cowboy area to actually take the win. And they do have 3 minutes and 28, so a lot of time for them to get on by and take the win. On the other hand, the blue squad gonna have to put up a valiant defense by the first point, but it's not something that hasn't been done before. It is just 3 minutes and 28. It is a very doable time here for the blue squad. We will see though what they're gonna decide to run. Will they still go on with their attack composition? Because that composition is very risky to actually play on the defense. Now Fontrick gonna go over to a Roadhog, And I feel like even just running the Roadhog like this is gonna be so risky along the way. Yeah, there you go. We do see the 1-3-2. But this is the most awkward 1-3-2 I've ever seen. Yumi gonna be on that Symmetra, and then be a solo tank Roadhog here for Funtrick. Let that sink in first. Solo tank Roadhog. Who in the right mind will he actually be able to defend? He has to really jump in front of the bullets to protect his team.
1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
But we will see though if the blue squad can actually just go for the victory through sheer force alone. Calamitous though all the way in the back, gonna go inside the hotel, Cake giving chase, and here comes Billy right now with the flank, going for that Genji. Calamitous really low, gets pocketed up by the Mercy along the way. The melee doesn't connect, Billy has to back on out with Tracer. Now we do see Funtrick going for those hooks as much as possible. The red team keeping some sightlines onto that point, and they do want to go for the push. But in regards to now out in front, Billy up on top as well. Yumi just pointing with the photon capacitor or whatever it's called. Now 2 kills going the way of the red squad, and here comes the push. Troy Henry though getting the snipe on out. Vital with a pick onto Funtrick as well. He's gonna hop on top, but gets met by Yumi along the way. Here comes the CCTV cameras. Here comes the sentry turrets from Yumi, trying to get some kills with the right clicks, but he's under a lot of pressure. Gets hammered down by Regretsu instead. So for the red squad, they are able to get the capture on within the minute. They are starting their progress. Calamitous though with a swift strike into the backline. Timora trying to pocket it up as well. Regretsu now with the takedown of the Calamitous. Vigilance onto the point as well. That's gonna be 2 kills to the name, make that a 3rd for the red team. My internet has died, di naman tino. Same here. So the red squad able to get the capture on that first checkpoint. The blue team needs to congregate here by the General Store to just mount a very valiant defense. But can they actually defend this? Because Calamitous is close to death, has the blade available. If Calamitous actually gets picked off, that's going to be very terrible here for the blue squad. Instead, it's Troy Henry tossing out the flashbang, binding Billy, and making him see the light instead. Now Vigilance into the middle line, Funtrick switching over to the Winston, trying to keep the contest on. Here comes Calamitous now with the Nano Blade. He's just swinging at the bubble, trying to get rid of the boss Mac, and gets the dash in time. Billy comes out for spawn just to die again, and the blue squad able to defend this along the way. Can anyone from the red team go for the Ninja Cap? No, the blue team just really keeping the perch on Cake, trying to hop on out with that Lucio. And in the meantime, Zingvi, the red squad, is gonna go for a push again. Regretsu out in front. Boss Map giving up the barriers there. And this is gonna be Calamitous caught on out, but the red team not looking right. So an engagement into the middle line. We do see Regretsu and Funtrick just trading blows along the way. 4 ultimates ready here for the red squad. Can they actually keep this up? Can they actually go for the push? Can they actually pop the Graviton Surge in time? Boss Mac gonna be all eyes on him. Soundbar though, pop by Cake to start things off. There you go, Funtrick using the teleporter. And that's gonna be a big combination from Boss Mac and Billy. Graviton into the bomb. Shatter connecting onto the blue team as well. Funtrick to the floor. And that's gonna be the red team finishing this one up in style.
Victory. Play of the game.
Cocky motherfuckers. Solo DPS. And we'll see if this 2-1-3 from the blue squad is gonna work out, as we do have a wrecking ball here from Boss Mac. Gonna try to roll on out and try to get some disruption plays. Billy Endings gonna be the support line this time, and already a snipe by Billy onto Bean. The red squad gonna go for the push again. Aceroni really low, and this is Nyata just showing everyone how to get those heads with those orbs. Billy right now just on fire, getting 2 kills along the way. Galahad discorded up. There's a charge. Galahad really low. Will he fall to the hand of the Zenyatta? Akashi instead will be able to get that takedown. So for the red team, they are gonna go for the push again. File driver now comes on out. Aceroni flown into the skyline and will get felled by Billy instead. Vital gets a headshot onto Sweet Fry, and simply the red squad going for the push on to the point. the blue team just run over there after the takedown onto Bean, and that's the struggle with running a Soldier 76 in the first place. Just the sustained damage isn't the most potent one. Billy just gonna push again with the Zenyatta, and Billy getting to along the way. This guy just showing everyone how it's done, how to play this game. So far so good now for the Red Squad as they do go for the push along the way. Transcendence now is available here for the Red Squad, as well as a nano boost in hand here for Dinks. Londo spotting out the Zen, and it's gonna be a Hammer chasing after a floater here in the side streets of King's Row. We do have Boss back now coming on out, and Billy with a very selfish Transcendence gonna go to the back line instead to heal up his teammate there, who gets focused down by Galahad. Now we do have the Shatter here, and Billy now wishing he had the Transcendence in that fight. 3 kills, make that 4, going the way of the blue squad. Coalescence comes on out from Asroni as well. I feel like it's a really late Coalescence to actually go for the push with that one. Kind of a waste, but Coalescence, the quick ultimate to charge on top. So for the blue team, they have overextended their welcome, and Lone will get felled by the charge there from Regretsu. Rally is available. Galahad now taking a nap, will get stunned up and will fall to the hand of Bossback. Regretsu waiting for the rest of his squad to come on in, and this is going to be the payload now pushing to the end as much as possible. Galahad there getting sleep darted, and here comes the pile driver from Boss Map, but Asroni and Sweet Fry getting away in time. Regretsu though just gonna give Sweet Fry the surprise of his lights, get charged up along the way. Here comes the swing right now, and there's the pile driver. Can Rayla get on out, just popping the Valkyrie, just keeping everyone topped up as much as possible. The 20 seconds are over, and the blue team now gonna go for the push. Vital with that takedown onto Sweet Fry. 2 kills going the way of the Red Squad. Galahad with the mines also. And there we go, Galahad turning things around, gets 3. Here comes Galahad putting the pressure on the Vital, but will fall to that Widow. And this the solo play there from that Widow, just making it count along the way. Damn, Galahad just turning things around in the favor of the blue team, but Vital right now getting some headshots. Billy just floating on in again. Can he actually get a pick with 2? Discord is available, and he wants to go for Bean, who has accused him of the aimbot. I feel like that's just a joke anyway, as here comes Bean right now, just staying on with Rayla. Damage boost is up, Tackle Visor is ready as well, and here comes the Transcendence now. Billy keeping everyone alive. This time, he's not using it selfishly. This time, he's being the support player that he's supposed to be. Flashbang connecting onto Galahad, and here comes the focus fire onto the Wrecking Ball. The poor Hammond falling along the way, and the red team now gonna go for the push as well. So for the red team, it's gonna be Regretsu keeping the pressure on. The blue squad forced to back on out as much as possible. Asroni ready with that Coalescence. And the real question is, can the blue team actually defend this? Asroni with a very valiant charge into the backline, but will fall to the hand of the Zenyatta. The red team gonna go for the push again. Galahad just rolling on in, popping the shields. Will he make it out in time? Yes, he does. But here comes the Zenyatta in chase, and this is gonna be some Benny Hill music right here, as Billy now focusing down onto Galahad, gets that takedown along the way. The blue squad on the other hand has to back on out to the 3rd checkpoint, and the red team is able to run over the blue team in this one. Not compared to that Junkertown game a while ago, where the red team just a team of Dinks, Billy, and Collab struggling to mesh together. Just the red squad right now firing in all swing cylinders along the way. Vital though up on top, looking for some sidelines there on the Rayla. Nano boost isn't available. There you go with the bar grenade. Galahad again with the trade play, gets 2 along the way for his life. Lone gonna go for the push again, and we do see Regretsu now isolated along the way. The blue team finally able to defend this. Regretsu though going for that desperation charge, but just won't be enough to actually get a takedown. For the blue team, they do have the rally, they have the Coalescence ready as well. The red team on the other hand, ready with 3 ultimates, the Nano boost, the Zenyatta Transcendence, as well as the Deadeye are available. Lone though, focus down, gets taken now. Here we go with the pile driver. Galahad into the middle line again. Need to get healed up here, but the anti-heal just full effect here from the side of Dinks. Asroni now, Coalescence comes on out, gets rid of Dinks. Vital missing the shot thanks to the crouch there, and the Moira now just entrapping the Spider in this one. Free Fry able to work together in that CQC action, and is able to get that takedown alongside Asroni. So 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining here for the red team. They are actually running out of time. The blue team though having a good step out in front, We do see Galahad trying to keep himself knocked back. Akashi though, with the takedown on the lone. Deadeye is available and the red team gonna go for the push again. There you go with the pile driver. Bean and Galahad with two along the way. Tactical visor is available here for Bean, and he's just staying up on top as much as possible. Now 3 kills to the name of the blue squad. So we try onto the left hand side. There you go with the bio orb, just putting some pressure onto Vital, but the Widowmaker able to get the takedown along the way. Inversight now is available here for Vital, and he gets a headshot there onto Aceroni. 4 kills, 4 ultimates here for the red squad, and they are gonna try to go for the push again. The payload there might be contested very soon as Lone and Sweet Fry force the back on out. Galahad with the same old shenanigans, gonna get stunned up, gets a sleep dart as well. Transcendence now from the red team, and they are gonna go for the offensive push. Regretsu with the charge of his life gets anti-healed along the way. Sweet Fry has to keep putting the shield up, but Vital with a shot onto the side. Now again, here we go with Galahad and his adventures. Gets 3 kills along the way, and this has come to the point where the blue team now is able to win out all of those trades. Billy though getting 2 along the way, but the bio orb is gonna lock on to the orb signature there of that Zenyatta. So for the blue team, however, Aceroni right now just with these interesting flanks onto the left hand side. He's gonna get stunned up higher by Akashi, who has the Deadeye available. So we do see Akashi and Vital up on top, perching on in. Supercharger placed by Boss Mac as well. It's gonna be a 2-for-1 trade. Billy right now getting kills in his name. 3 kills now by the Zenyatta, and he's just showing his stuff, showing everyone how it's done, how to play the Zen, how to play this game, and how to shoot people in the face. Billy, another kill for the Zenyatta. Again, the Zenyatta is the real DPS of this composition. Vital though, not one to be outshined, gets a snipe on out onto Bean. The blue team congregating onto the right hand exit, but the red team just keeping the focus onto their left. Now Galahad there with the takedown onto Vital, and it's just the wrecking ball munching on those snipers along the way. Transcendence now comes on out, and this is gonna be Billy going to the backline again, just keeping an eye out on that wrecking ball, keeping an eye out on Galahad as much as possible. The blue squad though still staying on with the contest, lone out in front, just being hampered though by the Orisa, and will fall to the fusion cannon. Aceroni, the only one left, staying on to the point. Boss Mac, look at that cheeky play there from the Orisa, just hiding in the corner, putting the shield in an interesting spot as well. The red team now getting 2 picks. Can they actually make it in time before the overtime? No, they can't. The blue team has gotten a solid defense so far. Anti-heal connecting onto 2 as well. There you go, Shatter connecting Boss Mac to the floor. Will the Orisa be charged down? The red team still staying on, however, with the Orisa Reinhardt pairing onto that point. Now Coalescence comes on out from Aceroni, just pointing and clicking, spotting out the Orisa, spotting out the Reinhardt. Shields are no match for the beam, and then it's gonna be Akashi now falling down. The blue squad able to defend by the end.
I've got you covered.
DC feels bad. I know, right, Full Cry? It's okay. It's okay, my friend. It happens. It happens. Thanks for the follow. Oh, damn, I didn't know that someone gave me a follow. Thanks for the follow there, YR828T. I'm sorry I didn't get to shout you out. I guess I probably didn't hear it, but yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. Itadakimasu. Like that. Okay. Weeb. I don't know my Japanese, guys. Daks, ayayayakap. What? What face? Five people in queue. I was looking for something. Who is this? Oh, sorry, bro. Damn, I didn't get to see Brave Fencer. Damn, sorry, Brave Fencer. I didn't notice.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Yeah, just a Sunday night here for everyone. I feel like this is gonna be a pretty short chest, but we'll get into it as much as possible. Oh fuck! I forgot to share it. I forgot to share it. I knew I was forgetting something. I forgot to share the highlight on the groups. Damn it.
3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Always keep your eyes open. I don't know what caption I can actually say. But anyway, let's just get into the game. The blue team right now gonna go for the push. And oh, there you go. Regrets out of nowhere. Sideswipes lone. The May of Bossmac isolating half of the blue team as well. But they do have the Pharah Mercy. And they are gonna go for the push along the way. Bean right now onto the right hand side. Bossmac just being a Bane. Popping up Galahad. The Zarya staying alive thanks to the concussive shot. And damn, the blue squad staying on with a sliver of HP. Finally, the Icicle connects and the red team getting that pick off onto the Zarya. See right now the next target. Asoni trying to back on out. Can the blue team stay on with this push? Blue team right now, 2 kills to their name. Bossmac trying to get on out. And there you go, Bean swooping on in again. Another successful play from the Pharah and the Mercy. Vital forced to translocate on out. Can he stay alive? Gets topped up by Daks along the way. And this time, Billy not able to pop off. The blue squad just getting in his face with the Pharah Mercy, with the Brigitte and the Reinhardt. We do see another duel, but Bean just getting 2 consecutive close range shots there. Easy clap for the Pharah. Right now, can Bean actually keep his progress going? Bossmac now is gonna be the next to fall. It's so easy for the Pharah to get these direct hits along the way due to the fact that the Pharah projectile speed is a lot quicker. Bean now just flying into the distance. Rocket Barrage is tossed out, but Ikashi with a good flashbang reaction. Still, the blue team just running with the snowball, getting these kills left, right, and center. Billy now just floating around, and he's just gonna take his death. He didn't even decide to fight the Pharah in that process. So interesting that Billy actually playing to the team, trying to regroup as fast as possible. Red team though, ready with 5 ultimates, and they are gonna go for the push again. Battle now with that Sombra. Here comes the charge from Regretsu and gets the pin onto Galahad. In the meantime, Bean up into the skyline. Rayla keeping Astroni topped up this time. Seafry ready with the rally, but gonna be onto the floor. Here comes the combination. Bossmac as well as Regretsu just gonna push on in with the Blizzard, with the nano boosted shatter, and the Red Squad able to get 4 kills along the way. Astroni now trying to back on out, and the blue team just trying to regroup as much as possible. Billy here with the Zenyatta gonna go up on top. Might get spotted, however, by the Pharah. It's gonna be very dangerous right now, but Bean might not know he's in for a reckoning. Here comes Bossmac and Billy putting some pressure on. Raylat forced to go through the window to stay alive, and there the May almost gets a freeze. This is gonna be very, very close though for the Red Squad because they do have so much watching points here on that Pharah. Billy and Bossmac working together, and there you go with Ikashi as well. Now there you do have the Discord Orb onto Rayla. Billy just getting in the face of the Pharah. Transcendence is pop, and there you go with the EMP as well. So for the red team, they are gonna go for the push as fast as possible. Billy looking for the Pharah, gets the Discord Orb in time, getting the sightlines that he needs. And here comes the push from Bossmac. The Icicle is all that they need to do so, and then it just goes for the quick freeze instead. So now the blue team has 4 ultimates to their name. On the other hand, the red squad doesn't have any, but Akashi is close as well as Daks. On the other hand, Astroni charging up the tackle visor as well. We will see how the blue team is gonna play this. They have started things off with the rally, and Billy is the first isolated out. The Brigitte just winning out any fight against the Zenyatta in this situation, being pocketed up however by the Ana. Can Daks keep Billy alive long enough for Akashi to get the rescue? Yes, he can. Now we do see Lone frozen up, a 1-for-1 trade so far. Bean now popping a rocket barrage onto Billy. Flashbang now connecting. Sleep Dart is there as well. Focus fire onto the Icicles, and the red team able to defend it again. Bean just tossing out that rocket barrage against Billy out of spite, and just not working out for him. He gets flashbang, he even gets sleep darted, and now we do see a McCree here for the blue squad. So interesting enough, the blue team gonna be running a double hit scan composition against no real threat in the skyline. No real threat all the way in the back. They just have some middle range action. So we'll see how Bean and Aceroni are gonna try to make this work. Tackle visor ready here, but Billy doesn't need no aimbot. He just gets a takedown onto the Soldier 76. The red squad gonna go for the push again. Sentence is available. But for the blue team, they are struggling. They are just losing members left, right, and center. Looking at the action right now, past the pub. Lone just getting in circle, will get taken out. In the meantime, the alleyway here is the blue team's territory, but the red team is making a play for it. They do put up the ice wall. Bossmac giving chase to Rayla, and that is just an alley-oop there from the main to the Reinhardt. Regrets with the charge, smushing the Mercy to the corner. Now in the meantime, we do have Sweet Fry going for the Ninja Cap and spotting out the main along the way. Regrets to now real low, and Sweet Fry with just that flag play, making it count, getting rid of those two low heroes, exactly what they needed to do to start the push on out. But Billy on the other hand, caught isolated, gonna back into the corner. We will see Akashi now trying to get in position to go for the Deadeye, and in the meantime, it stings onto the left-hand side. Billy taking the top part, ready with the Transcendence. Will he go for the last mid contest? Instead, it's gonna be his Sombra, and Vital in position to go for the EMP. There you go, EMP comes on out, grabbing the surge into response from the blue team. There you go, Tackling Visor is popped as well. Akashi though popping the head of Aceroni. The red team gonna go for the push. Blizzard to the left-hand side. Rayla gets out thanks to the bubble there from Galahad, but the red squad still able to go for the push. Will the rest connect? Yes, it does. Rayla sacrificing her life for Galahad. Bean now staying on to the point with the contesto from the May. Galahad now having a 1v1 against Regretsu, and Regretsu forced to back on now to the point. That was a good engagement there from the red squad. EMP as well as the Shatter Blizzard combination, but still the red team. Oh, the blue team! The blue team able to get it down to Regretsu, charging off the point. And that is gonna be a C9 for the century there. Regretsu falling at the end as well. Not the best way for the red team there to actually lose after such a heavy investment fight. We do see a lot of switches right now. Boss Mac switching over to that Junkrat. Billy on the Roadhog. Vital on the Soldier 76. Let's see if they can actually make this work, as Bean is ready with the Dragon Strike and able to cut the team in half. In terms of positioning, an alley-oop there from Dinks landing onto Galahad. Billy though with the hook onto Lone already. And the red team still staying on by the payloads. Sweet Fry going for that tool. Boss Mac though putting up the trap, and Beam this time consuming Boss Mac, who's inside the health pack area. So for the red team, they need to contend with the rest. Rayla though able canceling out on her own. They want going to the red squad now starting to stay on with the push. There you go, Akashi gets on. Can anyone from the red team contest again? Shatter now comes on loud. Lone doesn't get much. Billy forcing Lone to the side. Pops the Whole Hog as well. And the red team now gonna go for the push with the Roadhog leading the charge. Boss Map playing a little too aggressively. Will get pooped up and gets taken down by Sweet Fry along the way. But still, Billy able to get the trade back. Gets the hook on out onto Sweet Fry. That is not the best way to go. Sweet Fry just a little salty about that one. We do see the red squad though onto the left hand side again. Billy doing the same old fishing tactic. Drops Aceroni this time. Galahad pushing on in. Lone with the charge, giving Retsu the opportunity to go for the shatter. Being up on top with Rayla this time. 17 seconds remaining. Can the blue team win this out, as Boss Map just putting some pressure on to the central line. The Doomfist just being such a pest in this one. But 10 seconds remaining. Can the blue team finish this one? The red team keeping Billy inside, using the Roadhog to keep control of the medpack area. Someone has to step on though from the blue team. No one decides to do so. And the red team able to take this in a very, very close match.
Play of the game.
Lone getting the shatter on out. And those is a push. That was just a really good push there from the blue team. Making that one work. Doing work. Tried to substitute someone in mid-game. It just does that. It's just... wow, what a fucking joke. Honestly, what a fucking joke.
Capture the objective.
Rigged. Diba? Kaya pala may space dun sa taas for 7th man. I know, right? Parang kasya nga na A1. They just broke the game, dude. They just broke the freaking game. But anyway, let's go into this one. We do see a leap on in from Boss Mac. The red team gonna run a Winston in the forefront, but that's a problem with running a solo Winston with a Zarya. If you don't get bubble, you're gonna get focused down so quickly. The blue team on the other hand gonna have that Reinhardt, gonna have that Zarya, and they do have Calamitous into the skyline as well. For the Calamitous now getting rid of Daks, gonna go for a concussive shot to put Sweet Fry to the wall. Here comes the blue team now putting on the pressure, and it's just so nice to see Galahad and Calamitous working together again. Billy though putting there a lot of pressure, gonna pop his bubble. And in the meantime, Dinks is looking for a target too, trying to hack up Calamitous, trying to bring the game to a ground lock setting. Still on the point, however, we do see the blue squad now going for the initial capture by Youngster on that Zenyatta. Interesting to see the Youngster actually play something a little more standard, but they do have the Akashi McCree onto the backline. The red team now looking for an opportunity to get the flip. One trick will fall to the hand of Dinks. 2 kills going the way of the Sombra. Here comes the capture right now, and the red squad able to get the flip on back. So this is going to be a lot closer than the initial fight. It's interesting that we did get night markets instead of gardens, but it is what it is. Calamitous now onto the left hand side, just floating in and out of their wall to stay alive. It's interesting to see though that Pharah actually using their Reinhardt shield to protect themselves. As Calamitous now wants to go through the window, keeping the focus on, and gets a prediction shot onto Akashi. Now Redux taking a nap, and the rock run from Calamitous. That is just very, very petty there from Calam, getting rid of Redux in that way. Boss Mac now gonna be the next target. Vigilance on the other hand, ready with the nano boost, keeping the contest on, keeping the capture on, and the blue squad able to get the flip on back. But damn, Calamitous just launching the rocket barrage onto the poor unsuspecting Redux. Boss Mac though with a whole hog, and this is gonna be a very, very smart play because Timura gonna get hacked on down and will fall to the ground. Here's the hook right now, almost gets the Ana but meets a buy grenade to the face. Galahad with beautiful positioning there, getting in front like a valiant knight, protecting his princess. But in this case, it's gonna be an old lady now. Gonna be a Tosanato from Redux with the buy grenade. Shatter now from the side of Galahad. He's gonna bring Sweetfire along for the bride, and that's gonna be the takedown by Calamitous. In the meantime, the Graviton Surge is available. Counter grab already by the blue squad, and 3 kills going to the face of the blue team. They are making their presence known onto the point. Timor though switching over to the Doomfist is gonna fall along the way. Everyone just falling off the corners. Timora just messing up the uppercut, falling down, I believe. Timora just like stopped along the way. So that was something. That was something there. But anyway, the red team right now, 2 ultimates to the name. They still have the Graviton Surge, they still have the Deadeye. Fontrick still going for the siege, and there's the hook! It almost gets the cake down onto the opposing squad though, but still the blue team still staying on by the point as much as possible. I wanna say 7v7 Overwatch. How would the meta be in 7v7? Well, that means so when you need another computer, it's gonna be a hassle to actually play on. Fire grenade now comes on out. Fontrick though gonna get hooked up by Boss Mac. Redux caught outside and will fall. Akashi now into the backline, gets a Deadeye, trying to climb it onto those in the Graviton Surge. Calamitous though way too far off to get flashbang. Akashi still gets a takedown along the way, but the overtime popping. Can the blue team stay on, or will the red team be able to push them out? Yes, they do for the time being. Boss Mac with a beautiful whole hog there to push everyone off. The blue squad now gonna go for the left hand flank, and there you go. Galahad getting to along the way. Screamfire and Billy getting clocked by the hammer. Timur though launching into the skyline, looking for a punch or two. Gonna launch on up. Side 6 time doesn't connect much. Uppercut doesn't connect at all. Goes for the punch now out the Boss Mac, and that's gonna be the blue team taking this one 100 to 42. That was just cinematic, Overwatch cinematic universe at the end there, with Timura just gonna go for the push. Skamaz, easy clap.
Don't you think it's time to scold Sam your life?
Blame Overwatch, lol.
It's a perfect day for mayhem.
Like 7v6 eh. Dude, that is just the ultimate dick move there by Overwatch. But anyway, the blue team now gonna go for the push again. Here they come, just in full force. Calamitous and Bayagster now gonna decide to go all in with the Pharah Mercy. Tomorrow on that Junkrat as well, just making it rain by the stairway. On the other hand, what the fuck is that sound? Holy shit, what is happening? I don't know, I got scared. I thought it was something really, like, something was breaking, but it's just measuring. Anyway, where were we? So the red team having the advantage here with things on that Junkrat as well. So we did see a hail of grenades being tossed out from both sides. Now the point gonna be under contest by both parties, but things getting the total mayhem kill there onto Bayagistar, a tactical death there. All part of the plan, says things. Fontric now isolated behind the shield of the opposing Reinhardt. Galahad though gonna get the nano boost. It's gonna be a siege on, and this fight has lasted for a while. The red team with the capture of the point already, 70% to their name. Galahad though with the shatter onto boss back, gonna bring him along for the ride, and that's gonna be the only pick off going the way of the blue team. But still, the contest is there. Calamus now trying to hop on, now trying to get away in time. Grabbing the surge, now tossed out by Billy, but the focus fire from both Galahad and Calamus working together to get the takedown onto the Zarya. So both teams gonna take some acceptable losses, but the red squad still staying on with the push, with the defense. Deadeye is available, and now Calamus is gonna get clocked by the headshot. I'm still gonna go to the right hand side. We do have Timora now gonna launch that Riptire and gets 3 along the way. Just a beautiful half of the team there, just being blown up by Timora. Everyone turned into chunks. Calamitous though gonna get the bubble to stay on alive, and Galahad is gonna go for the push. Akashi, but they're under a lot of pressure again. The McCree trying to go upstairs to go for the Deadeye along the way. In the meantime, the red team caught outside. What is this clip rebirth? Is this the 7v6? That'd be cool to actually spot out later. As the red team now gonna go for the push again. What the fuck? Interesting knowing that the Moira and the Ana here for the red team are trying to just keep the heals as topped up as much as possible. So for the red team, just the Moira Ana pairing is really a very heal dependent, a very heal heavy composition. On the other hand, the blue team relying a little more on the utility of the Discord Orb and the Harmony Orb. Blue team though gonna go for the push again. Timora with a beautiful concussive shot after the Gravna Surge setup there by Fontric. Dinks just dying along the way with Galahad. The blue squad still staying on with this defense. They are just pushing the red team to their limit. The real question is, can they keep this up? Pitch is now gonna toss out the sleep dart. Redux behind the shield there of Boss Mac, and the red squad gonna go for the push again. Akashi gonna go for that combat roll. Here comes the nano boost. Boss Mac going for some swings. There's the flashbang on the Vigilance. The red squad still staying on to the point. Boss Mac now gonna go for some swings again, but Calamus now into the backline. Gets an assassination there onto Akashi. The Swiss Strike now numbering into the doubles. Getting 2 kills along the way. Looking for Dinks right now, who does get the steel trap on. But still, the blue squad piling on the pressure rather, as 4 ultimates are ready in their name. Dinks just wants to hide right now and pop the Riptire along the way, looking for a target or two. Where will this rubber ducky go? Goes to the face of Calamitous. The blue squad still staying on, however, and gets rid of Boss Mac along the way. Overtime is Pop Sweep right now, dropping on down. 3 kills for the blue team right now. Dinks and Redux staying together, trying to get onto the point, and it's gonna be the Junkrat now jumping up on top. Timora though getting the air shot there onto Redux. Dinks really low, and the blue team now just keeping on the pressure. 2-0 will be the score. Lol, if you want Gardens. Still lost both Night Market and Control Center.
Play of the game.
Boom! Huh.
5, 4,
What Scrim ba pakatapos?
1.
Lamahaw.
Round 1. Capture the objective.
Pwede ba? Pwede ba tayo mag-hots? Thinking. I can stream hots naman, para chill. Para something a little different. Or yes, goddamn. Anyway, that's gonna be our last game here for Overwatch. The blue team right now gonna be on to the left hand side. We do see a jump on in though from Fontric, trying to get into the back line and just putting a little pressure there onto Redux. Now the arrow weir there just trying to get some pressure onto the Winston, and that's gonna be a kill there for Redux. Calamus though able to get the trade back, and now 2 kills to the name of Callum, but still the red squad keeping control with the point. Dinks just gonna go for the flank. The flanking Moira gonna be a rare sight to see. Now Vigilance gonna get absorbed up by Dinks though, and the red team gonna push onto the left hand side. They are able to get the capture onto the point already. Chiaki and Timora just gonna have a brawl. Timora trying to call for peace, but Chiaki had no fucks given there. Gonna get that charge on out onto the opposing Reinhardt instead. Now Chiaki with a very very ambitious shatter there, but he gets felled by the concentration from the blue squad. Calamus on the other hand gonna get sniped by Redux, who has already gotten 2 along the way. Gets a third one, 3 headshots in a row here for Redux. He's just showing everyone why he plays that DPS archer so well. Does have vigilance though, tossing out that bio-orb along the way, and that's gonna be a takedown there onto the Hanzo. M27 though, gonna switch on over to the Tracer, and we'll see if the full bomb can connect onto Timora. Coalescence comes on out, however, and Vigilance gonna push onto the right hand side. Regrets now with the takedown onto Timora. The red team gonna go for the push to the left. Can the blue team actually get the flip on? Because Viagstar here with the Torbjorn turret onto the left hand side of the point here. M27 though putting some pressure on and gets the takedown onto the turret. Now between you and me, the red team has had the very strong front line so far, with Chiaki and Regretsu taking the fight to the blue squad. On the other hand, here for the blue team, they are struggling to even make an impact with their Torbjorn and Widowmaker pairing due to the fact of the red team's placements of their heroes, placements of their compositions along the way. Now Viagstar gonna put up a turret again. It's gonna be built up. The blue team and the red team though gonna have a duel by the second Taiko drum. The bio orb just topping up Timora along the way. And 27 gonna go for some pokes, but Redux is ready with the Dragon Strike. And the moment he lets this loose, the blue team is gonna scatter into the wind. Redux now getting rid of the Calamus again and takes care of Yumi along the way, looking for the Torbjorn. Now Viagstar hiding behind the Taiko drum, gonna pop the Molten Core. Will it be enough, however, to isolate the red team? No, a Graviton Surge as well as the Dragon there from Redux, as well as Regretsu getting 2 along the way. Coalescence from both Moiras there, but Dinks is out maneuvering and out Kamehamehaing his opposition. The red team winning out Busan 100-0.
Score 0-1.
Kamehameha there, dude, just making it work. That was impressive to see. But now we will see a switch off, gonna be on the city map instead. This map is a lot better for snipers. We will see if Calamus or Redux here can show their stuff. The red team though gonna come out from the karaoke, the blue team from the PC Bang with the DDR. It's kinda weird though. Did you put a DDR machine in a PC Bang? Like, we're one sitting and then you put that DDR machine out in the middle, and it's just kinda awkward to see.
Capture the objective.
But anyway, it is what it is. The blue team now gonna come on out with Timora on the Widowmaker, Calamitous on the Hanzo. So a double sniper composition, make that a triple with Yumi rather on that blue Ana. On the other hand, for the red team, Tocino on the Ana, Redux on the Hanzo. Gonna put up some pressure on the rooftop. Doesn't want to allow Timora to get the sidelines in her favor. But Calamus now with the headshot there onto M27, and the blue team gonna go for the push, isolate the Chiaki. The charge there very ambitious, and he's gonna fall to his hubris instead. The blue team now looking for the streets, and is gonna go for some arrows onto the pack of Regretsu. The Zarya staying alive, getting some ult charge, getting some charge for the beam as well along the way. Punchik now out in front, and Vigilance and Timora working together to get to. So the blue squad has gotten the initial capture along the way. Dragon Strike now through the streets, just the tight alleyways there consumed by the Dragon of the Hanzo. The blue squad now getting 2 picks again as the 2 tanks of the red team were isolated into the front line. Now the red team thinking if they want to go for some Only K BBQ or they want to wait on for the tanks. Looks like they're gonna do both and decide to move on in as soon as Chiaki takes the front line. On the other hand, the blue squad now just deciding to back on out. Calamitous though might get caught out here by Regretsu. No speed was where the team, so this can be the blue team just having a similar velocity as the red team as a whole. Now Dinks tossing out the bio orb to put some pressure there onto Calam, but the red team gonna come in through bulk through the central passageway. Punchik though with a dive on in, and Timora gets the headshot there onto F27. No, it's his normal shot, but Introsight now has been popped, and this is Timora looking for a shot to do. In the meantime, onto the point, Chiaki has gotten 2 with the hammer, gonna go for a charge as well, gets rid of the sleeping Punchik, fire strike onto the anti-healed Calamitous, and the red squad just buffing and call this? Just cursing there. Just buffing their Reinhardt and cursing their opponents with status ailments. Solid RPG stuff there from the red team. Just keeping the hero topped up there. And Chiaki right now out in front again with the Reinhardt. Gonna get left over, however, by Punchik. And it's gonna be a Prime Rage pop. Dragon Strike is there as well. Nano boost onto Punchik. Interesting enough. We will see if the Fist can do a little more damage. Viagstar gonna get a Graviton Surge, but he's gonna toss out the self-destruct instead. Gonna lead to 2 kills. And that's a huge self-destructor from Viagstar. Gonna make an opening, cutting down the opposing squad by 4 along the way. now the blue team getting the flip on back, and they have shown that they are not out of this fight yet. They are gonna try to force out a map number 3 as things has decided to switch over to the Zenyatta. Redux really low, gonna get felled after the isolation play from Funchik and Co. Here comes Funchik with another dive, just hopping onto the head of the Reinhardt, and that just really reminds me of the jungle there as Funchik just leaping on into the fray. Concrete jungle where Jason Mendo apparently is gonna be Busan, as Chiaki now to the right hand side. Regrets gonna follow suit. Timura on the other hand up on top of the cinema. Chiaki getting the nano boosted charge, and there's a dragon coming on in from the red team, but it gets nothing. It does force the blue team tanks to go to the left hand side, and the two supports are gonna fall along the way. Now the red squad has been able to get the team wipe here. Funchik gonna die at the last moment, and that's gonna be a stagger there for that Winston. The blue team though gonna come on in with their full force in check. They do have the Coalescence and the Dragon Strike available as well. On the other hand, M27 here, Soldier 76 out in the back. Tactical Visor is ready to go. And there's the takedown by M27 on to Timura. This is going to be the red team trying to go for the push again. Funchik though just zapping, just keeping a little pressure there onto the opposition. A leap on in from Funchik right now. Redux gonna try to hop on out with the wall climb and launch. Gets pocketed up by Tacina, and the red team now with a pick off onto one. The blue squad has followed suit however with Calamus and that headshot onto the Soldier 76. Now Redux getting rid of Vigilance and the Coalescence. The red team gonna push onto the center way, spotting out Yumi, spotting out Calamus. Can the Honda stay alive in the face of adversity? No, Regrets to able to get the takedown, and the red team prime position to go for the push. They have the grab and the surge, they have the tactical visor, and they have the transcendence to go. Can they actually make this count? Can they actually go for the push and take the win? Or will the blue team be able to allow Funchik to get to the backline? They already have Funchik in position, so whatever the red team does, there is going to be an overtime contest. Now there you go, Funchik stepping on, going for things first, but this might be a little too early from Funchik. Can the blue team stay on? Yes, they do. The overtime has popped Timura with a beautiful shot on the Regretto as well, canceling out the gravitational surge from coming out in the first place. Chiaki now with a charge, bringing along Vigilance for the light, but I feel like the Reinhardt should have stayed onto the point, stayed onto the map, just try to keep everyone protected as along the way. Now Timura and Calamus having free reign. Timura getting a shot on in. Tocino probably lagging. The blue team will be able to get the win in this one. Yes, they do. Timura able to get 2 kills at the end.
Score 1-1.
So now it's gonna be, this is gonna be the last one here. Gonna be down to the wire, down to this map, down to the mecha base attack here from either squad. The sun is shining, the clouds are clear, the sea is just overlooking.
3, 2,
This is gonna be a very bloody field here between the two squads. Is the blue squad gonna go for that Lucio? No, that's gonna be a Zenyatta instead for Vigilance, I believe. It's gonna be a dive composition, however, from Frontchick and Bayagster. They are gonna run the Shimada brothers as well. Timur are gonna go for some acrobatic play. On the other hand, the red team gonna run a Reaper here. No Lucio, however, gonna decide to rely on the Discord Orb instead. The red team now gonna go for the push, and N27 with the takedown now on to Frontchick. Here comes the push on in. The Reaper just letting it rip. In the meantime, Bayagster charged up. Can he actually stay alive in the face of Chiaki? There's the 5-strike now, and there's the red team gonna go for the push again. Regretsu on the right hand side will fall to the hand of Calamitous. The blue team on the other hand up on top taking the high ground. Yes, I think Tacina Ventry, it's just how our internet interacts with Blizzard in the first place, interacts with the servers. There's just so many things that can happen at any point of time that everyone suffers along the way. Just that whole PLDT outage, just making a default server the LAX one instead of the PSU one. Just a lot of things that you need for Overwatch, and that really is off-putting for a huge number of people. If you really do want to invest in Overwatch, it's just gonna have to be, it has to be such a high caliber investment, to say the least. But anyway, a 1-for-1 trade right now, and Regretsu gonna go for a push. Redux up on top as well, getting 2 picks along the way. Dragon Strike is available. In the meantime, Calamitous ready with his own. This is gonna be the red team getting the capture on in. Timura putting some pressure on to Redux. M27 though gets that take round. Gonna be close to Death Blossom as well. In the meantime though, the red squad staying on with the push, 10% in the process. Calamitous though still staying on the high ground, and this is perfect for the Hanzo. He's just having a field day with the bow and arrow. Just gets swatted out though by Dinks and the hail of orbs, getting the headshot along the way. So the red team has brought it back with the Cena back into the fold itself. Chiaki though with a shatter, bringing Vigilance along to the corner, and that's gonna be a takedown there from Chiaki. In the meantime, N27, Death Blossom, Twirl of Death onto Byagstar and to Yumi. Tomorrow though, really low, gonna fall. This isn't able to whip out the Dragon Blade in time. So for the red squad, this is just gonna be a series of staggers. Calamitous and Regatsu having another duel. Lazario just capitalizing on the Hanzo for a feed of energy. Craft Surge is available though for Regrets to Tocino ready with the nano boost as well. Chiaki gonna get it, and it looks like the red team wants to go for the push, but Calamitous already done his job. Gets rid of both Redux and Tocino. Chiaki struggling to actually get up on top, gonna get pile drivered by the Wrecking Ball as well. Dragon Strike that comes on out. It's gonna be a Graviton Surge on 3, but there is absolutely no follow-up. Vigilance gonna pop that Transcendence as well to keep everyone topped up, but that's debatably unnecessary. There's a shatter though from Chiaki. The red team trying to turn things around. Chiaki now gonna fall. Calamitous again keeping the team up in the fight. We do see a self-destruct though come on out. Oh, Byagstar actually not able to launch it in time. Just gets teammate along the way. There is a nano boost though on to Chimura. Can he whip out the blade? The blue squad now trying to get the flip on out, and Chimura playing a little stingy, but exactly what the blue team needs in this situation. They don't need to use all their ultimates to secure the point. Now 42% here for the blue team. On the other hand, for the red squad, they are down in so much in terms of ult economy. The blue team having the advantage after that one, and this might be the start of the blue squad's absolute defense. M27 though gonna go for the flank onto the right hand side, gets spotted out by Vigilance, and really good positioning here from the blue team. They keep the Zenyatta in a perch, just getting some sidelines along the way, but they are not contesting high ground, so it might be a little dangerous for the blue team right now. There you go, Calamitous gonna get sniped up, self-destruct comes on out, gets absolutely nothing. Good barrier, good shields, and here comes the blade. Timura gonna go into the backline, gets rid of things first, Bubble comes on out, and Chiaki with the tackle gets the charge in time. So for the red team, they are still in this fight. The blue squad staying on with the contest, staying on with the point. Puntrick though is rolling on out, and Vigilance with a beautiful pick off there onto Redux. Now he's isolated to the corner, might pop the trance here. Will Vigilance go for it? Yes, he will. The blue team staying on, trying to finish this early, but no one can follow this up. Vigilance right now staying on with the pressure, putting up the Discord Orb, and that was just a make or break moment for the blue team. If they weren't able to push on in after that Transcendence, they would have lost this out. But the red squad having no ultimates along the way. The blue team right now taking down the overtime, and the blue team takes it 2-1, and we are done for the day in Overwatch.
Play of the game.